it's a run, you basically take a run that is better than, what you're actually doing, and you, during the recording at some time, just kind of take the better run and show that instead of the actual run you're doing. And so a time like that where just my screen goes 100% black for some time and you have no idea what I'm doing, you can't verify that I'm still on the same run that I was on previously. Yep, there's very harsh rules. So even though I'm not, like at a risk for it because I'm still 17 or so minutes off world record, they would still have to treat me the same. So I submitted a run, a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago. How long have I been doing this? I submitted a run a week ago where, like, the start of the video was not exactly where they want it to be, so they said, no, we won't accept this run. Adjust the video so we can see the start screen. And the start screen was there, they just couldn't see it for as long as they wanted it to. That's also why when you watch the run, even though the run ends at the black screen after the champion registration computer thing, we still have to watch the entire credits. I'm not doing that for no reason. You have to watch the credits because they need to see the save at the end. And I'd rather not get to the end of a 3+ hour run and learn, yeah, because of that issue with your ripsaw, we can't accept this. I'd rather just restart 7 minutes in. But yeah, like I've been doing the YouTube thing, and a little bit less of the Twitch thing. I didn't really start doing Twitch until later, but I've been doing the YouTube thing for almost 10 years now. I think I have to go back and check the exact date. Both the Eevee I could have run with, it was quirky, so just neutral nature. But yeah, I've been doing the YouTube thing for a long time, and between that, doing sales on a sales floor, I use my voice a lot, and the more you use your voice, the deeper it gets. That's just kind of a thing that happens. Yeah, Wonder Girl, there are people who have done this. And it does screw a lot of people. Like, live speedrun races. There's actually an event that happened recently where they were running, I think it was Pokemon Red. And they were running it on the Game Boy player. And the Game Boy player allows you to change the palette color of the game that you're playing. So you can change it to be like red, blue, yellow, green, so on and so forth for original Pokemon games. So you're able to... you're able to adjust this mid-run, so the way they verify that you're actually running, because you do this remotely, right? You stream it. So the way they verify that you're doing the run that you're supposed to, like you're not submitting just a good time to the race, that you're actually running in real time, is they force you to change the palette to a specific palette that they, that they require. And someone didn't do it and got disqualified from the race. This happened, like, recently. So they have a lot of these little rules in here to verify that, the integrity of the speedrun, the integrity of the race is valid. And this is very important for stuff like speedruns because, again, I'm not at that level. But when you get to the highest level, you might be taught, especially for something like a really heavily run category like a Mario game, victory, like first place, might be the matter of, tenths or hundredths of a second. Yeah, Mario 1 is down to frames. I think, Zelda Link to the Past, the, any percent is down to frames. Okay, that sounds really cool. I'm really excited to hear about that. Okay, neutral nature, we can run with it. Like, I'm excited about Teslagrad. I loved that back when I first played it. And that is absolutely a game that I would probably go back and try to at least speedrun a little bit of it. I'm kind of curious what the routing looks like and what the time looks like. Because of the weird nature of how the movement with the magnetism works, I think it would be really fun to try to optimize. I'm gonna have to look at that in the future. Even if I don't get it, you know, seriously try at it, at least getting a decent time would be fun. The speedrunners are nuts. Oh god, I'm always curious what games grab speedrunners. You know, like what games grab the really hardcore speedrunners. I could absolutely, because I know Hollow Knight gets some really hardcore ones. I could absolutely see Teslagrad having some just because of the way the movement works. And they definitely do like some like older, you know, older builds in order to keep some like the glitches that make things fast. I'd have to go look into that. But that could be a lot of fun. I think platformers, because it's a lot easier with a platformer to see what it is you're doing. You know, it's really easy to figure out like what is the runner doing, how are they getting a better time, and also a lot of players play platformers, so you can really see yourself as doing it well. And then with an RPG, those are the longer ones, so it's really easy to see how much faster they are than a casual player. At least that's my guess. $19 minutes. I'm not surprised. Like, they find some really interesting glitches and such to skip stuff like that. I'm actually, you know, I am... That makes me also feel a lot better about the company that makes Teslagrad. Not that I felt, like, negative about them at all, but the fact that they thought about speedrunners, a lot of companies don't. And it's always cool to find a company that is like, yeah, let's think about what the speedrun's gonna look like. Not 100% sure why it didn't. That definitely is a gold. I saved a second. But I'm kind of curious why it didn't actually say that I saved a second on that split there. Probably because I don't have a PB that actually has that split. I think CEOs of companies and like the developers are always they always underestimate what speedrunners can do. The amount of time they're gonna put in. Oh my god, these Rattatas. There was no place for me to go. This other one behind me is probably going to hit me as I try to go talk to the youngster. Okay, cool. Gotta decide what is my next speedrun actually gonna be. So I was thinking about Hollow Knight, but the Hollow Knight 106%, which is 106% no major glitches, which is the one that I'd probably run. Still about a 2-hour speedrun. I need to find something that's less than an hour. Oh, who are we talking about? I know you were talking a lot to Jay about it, which is cool. Magmar? I mean... Hey, look! A bee. Do I want to grab that Pikachu? There's a Pikachu right there. It's large size, which would be a good experience bonus. It's behind the bee, though. thinking on it. It's not going to be an easy catch, I don't think, but it's probably a good idea to grab that. It's not that far out of the way, and I can bypass the B. Cool. This could be good. You're damn right I'm going to use a berry for this. Okay, come on, Pikachu. Just get in the ball. Just get in the ball. Thank you. Okay. That is awesome. So that was really good luck. Okay, so the downside to that is that Pikachu is going to spawn more often now, because of how the way catch chaining works. So Magmar would be interesting. It would be, as you said, it would be a harder catch to do. It also only counts as one catch instead of two, and it comes at the very tail end of the run. Oh, this Pidgey! Dodging that Caterpie, and the Pidgey decides it wants to show up. Okay, there's another Pikachu to my left. I'm not happy about that. Of course you sand attack. Like a jerk. Okay, cool. We got the thing there. Okay. I don't think Muddy's quite tight enough that we have to care about saving 150. Got another one? Okay. That Weedle I cannot pick up, so I need to remember that. See you later, Urine. Sleep well. Thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate you. It's been good to see you again. Okay, Kakuna, Pidgey. Okay, cool. No, get away from me. Okay, that was a little bit early, but that's fine. Okay, good. And good, there's the Bellsprout, so we are pretty good to go here. Okay, good. That's good. That should be a Weedle evolution. Excellent. Okay, we're not going to have any trouble hitting level 10. Also good. Second place of 8 people. Very nice. Someone is cooking potatoes. I can smell it. Yeah, Tesla grab would be fun. Potatoes? Yep. Russet potatoes, if I had to make a guess. Based on the smell. I might be wrong, but my family really likes russet potatoes, so it's not a really hard guess that they're cooking that. So these catches were about as perfect as I could really hope for. The only downside is that I had to backtrack a little bit for Pikachu, but that's only going to save me a very small amount of time. Snails do seem to be doing some work today. So the idea here, I'm gonna try to do what I know Jay does and what I know like Etchy does, which is just keep pushing forwards and try not to waste time. We're gonna have to see how well that works because there's a chance that I'm just gonna push past stuff that if I push too hard, we're not gonna have 50 by the time we reach Koga. So I can't just sit here and just go, yeah, I'm just gonna shove forwards, and go. But not hanging around will probably work. So, like, my hope is that in Mount Moon, that when we go down there, we will kind of immediately see the stuff that I need. Okay, cool. No last second spawns. We always hope for that, but in previous attempts, I would reset that room in the hopes of, like, finding exactly what I'm looking for. So the idea here is to not reset the room. Is to just, you go in, pick up what you need, and you keep moving. And the idea, we hope that I see the Pokemon I need as I walk through the rest of Mount Moon. Which is not unlikely, it's just that room is kind of the best option for us, I think. So I don't think I'm going to hit a gold split on this one, simply just because I did have to backtrack to pick up the Pikachu. Yeah, we're not picking up gold, but that's fine. We are at the 7 that I need to be at. So while this is not gold, this is definitely better than the PB. Oh, I did not get that yet. I was level 9, not a level 10. So I think the idea now is that we're not going to wait for larges. We're just going to go with whatever I can get. Because I seem to be getting enough experience as long as my catch is good. I don't need necessarily the bonus for glowing. The bonus for glowing is good, don't get me wrong, but I don't necessarily need it. That was a crutch for when my catches weren't good. So now that catches are no longer as much of an issue. I mean, especially later on in the game, I still have some trouble with some of, like, the very much moving ones. But nowadays, especially in early game... Okay, I did need to sell 1 berry, did not need to sell 2 berries. Okay. I need to sell 1, not 4. The extra money's not going to hurt. And if I had bought 1 less Great Ball, it would have been even better. Oh, come on, kid. I was past you. Don't even give me this. I was past this child. That's annoying. There's a minute time loss. For no reason either. Like, I was past this child. Anything interesting? No, Rattata. Okay. Well, that's irritating. But yeah, so if we see, you know, if we see any, if we see any Parasect, any Clefairy, we're gonna go for it. I still want the size bonus on the Geodude, because that forces level 15, which is, you know, kind of important. Because I still think, I think I have to hit, like, all excellence and have first throws in order to hit level 15 otherwise. That does suck. I'm sorry to hear about that. Okay, let's see how our headbutt looks. Hopefully my strength is not terrible. Top 4 is top 4. Okay, our strength is bad. Like, bad. Which bothers me. Because that should not ever be a 2-turn fight. So that means that we got no AVs in strength. Still waiting for this thing to attack. There it is. Just a great. Just a great. Okay, so there's the Paris. Still need to see our Clefairy. And then I need to see that size bonus on a Geodude. Do not turn back. Okay, cool. I don't know if she can turn straight down again, but... There's a Paris, but I don't need that. Like, it's giving me 2 because I just caught a Paris. Give me 3. Not useful. Okay, so still on the lookout. Okay, so if my strength is bad, this is going to be a 2-turn fight. Yep. Wow, my strength is really bad. Okay, so that lure wearing off is really bad. So we're in a little bit of trouble. Of course, you show up after lure was done. Attack, please. Attack, please. Okay, fine. But of course this thing's gonna spawn after the lure is over. God. We are not gonna hit 15. Yeah, Patient Clefairy is obnoxious. So I guess we're really going to be hoping for, like, an Ekans and a Psyduck or something in the bushes outside of Mount Moon. Because we're definitely going to lose some time to not being level 15. And again, our strength is god-awful. Okay, I'm waiting to see if we get this size bonus Geodude. I need to get rid of the pokes that are currently in my party. I just was kind of waiting until Geodude showed up. Okay. Got the range on Drowsy, so maybe I just ranged badly against the last two. Do I just want to... That's what I'm gonna do. I don't want these guys in my party any longer. Because I don't want to waste the time on them leveling up. And we had 3 to put away, so... The loss from doing the menu there is about the amount of time I would have lost anyways by having 1 level up from everybody. Okay, so kind of unfortunate that we're not going to have that EXP bonus, so I'm not going to be able to do early Misty. Trying to think how that's going to affect the next bits of the route. Because we're going to be about a level behind. Which is not terrible, but it is kind of obnoxious. Yeah. So yeah, our strength is not good. So that's kind of the nail in the coffin of strength. We're going to hit 14, maybe 14 and a half. Thank you for not supersonicking me. Okay. So basically, we're really hoping for a large size, like Psyduck, or a Charmander or something in this next bush. Because that's kind of the only way I'm going to hit 15 in order to hit Misty immediately. I know Catch-em-all does Dugtrio for a good long time. But yeah, late game is... Oh my god, we're doing 3 turns for this crap? I haven't had a 3-turn rocket segment in a while. And we're basically not saving any time here at all. That's amazing. Just because of how much time we lost, like, with extra turns and such. Now, most of that, again, is Eevee. That's not having that, that Geodude. It's the Eevee is not good. We only ended up saving like 20 seconds, and that's with skipping an entire catch. And the level ups associated with that catch. So that's really not good. What about a Lowland Dugtrio? Okay, so we're definitely losing some time here. So that's the downside of doing this, like, just keep running strategy, is that I'm gonna be faster, but, we might not see what we need. Actually, I would have saved like a minute and 18 seconds because I ran into that trainer. That's right. I would have saved a lot of time. Bates, if you want to see something disgusting, go look up the stats on red. Have you ever looked those up? We went and looked them up last night because Keys was fighting red as part of his all trainers. Oh, they're stupid. Oh, crap. That's not what I wanted. Oh, well. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so effectively, the Snorlax has over 2,000 EVs with the way that AVs work. That's how horrifying. I'm curious how much of a range it would be to not use X Special on Executor. Like, again, the only reason we have to set up for Sylph Giovanni is just because of Persian. So I'm kind of curious if there's anything we could do to... Like, you could probably Hydro Pump the Persian. Now, if you fail to Hydro Pump the Persian, you're losing time. But I bet you could just Hydro Pump the Persian. So I'm actually kind of curious what those numbers look like. What the range would be on that Hydro Pump. Your purr machine usually purrs around now when the Meowth is purring, or meowing, so I bet you just the Meowth. There's actually a couple programs you can use to literally math out this stuff. I should probably look into using them. So I'm really hoping Route 6 and Route 10 are going to go well. And Abra would be especially nice right now. Yeah, relying on a crit does not sound like my idea of a good time. Whoops. Yeah, I don't know if that one Pokemon no setup strat's ever going to see fruit. It might. They might get the time down enough that that's going to be required. But I think there's enough time to save elsewhere in the run that that's not going to be needed for a while. Two Pokemon setup is slower. Because the additional like character puts lag on the system, and there's also processing lag where the system has to think about what to do. So every time you have to call in a second trainer, there's lag. And that's a shame, because we want self-destruct on the next fight, on the Archer fight. Yeah, Archer fight, we want that self-destruct. Because it speeds things up by a lot. It makes it less likely that you're going to get lightning bolted. It also means less targets for Cubone to shoot at. Okay, so here's hoping our special is actually good, because our regular attack is not. Well, we're going to have abilities for the Sword and Shield speedrun. So you never know. Okay, special seems to be okay, but that could have been a range. Check that. Lightning Rod would be useful as hell, yeah. This is not good. The Starmie might just kill me here. It is very, very possible. Okay, cool. I should probably adjust this particular, split to be when I'm leaving Cerulean. So that way I'm not missing out on information. Because it's not as if the splits actually do anything, right? I know that I'm losing a little bit of time by having to backtrack that section right there, but it's only a couple of seconds. So I know that. So what I'm kind of curious of is just like, how is my leaving Cerulean now versus my normal leaving Cerulean? And what I could do is I could set the split to when do we exit this house. So basically, the split would be on that fade out. I'll probably do that for next time. So that makes a little bit more sense. That way, if I do have to do late Misty, stuff's not weird. I mean, we'd probably end up keeping double kick a little bit longer if I had to make a guess. Well, no, we wouldn't. It would still go the way of the dodo. I mean, it wouldn't be Eevee's early game. It would be the first 30 minutes of Eevee. First 37 minutes of Eevee. That would be about it. Because you replace tackle very, very quickly as soon as you hit Mount Moon. And you replace double kick as soon as you get to Cerulean. It'd be nice, though. Okay, I gotta remember to full heal Eevee here. I normally don't have to do this. Because normally I'm fully healed by the time I get out here. So, I gotta full heal Bimblor. Why am I doing that? I'm not particularly bothered by Pikachu and Raichu getting static, to be honest with you. Okay, what do we got? There's a Vulpix. I don't really want the Rattata right now. I'd rather get it later. Okay, cool. Okay, go jump, throw to the right for some reason. So I didn't get my excellent off of that because motion control said throw to the right. That's fine. This could be a problem. I'm not going to be level 18 for this fight. I'm going to grab a Pidgey here. Attack, please. Attack, please. Attack, please. Okay. It was about to take off again. I was going to be very annoyed. Okay, I haven't seen a Jigglypuff yet. I don't want this Rattata, I want the other one. That other large Rattata might actually help out. I wasn't going to pick up a Rattata, but because this is right here, I will. And once again, just using berries for the experience bonus, because I really need it right now. Attack, please. Please attack. Or not. I really wish these guys would attack, like, at a reasonable time, so I'm not sitting here waiting for it. Okay, there's 18. What are we doing? We are catching Pokemon in preparation to going to the SS Anne. And we're really hoping we see exactly this right here. We need a Jigglypuff. If you mean in a more macro sense, we are doing a any percent speed run of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Okay, there's the attack. That... I waited a little bit too long. Or, sorry, didn't wait long enough for the excellent there. Okay, so that gets me back on Catch Route. And back on EXP Route as well. Kind of not happy with that Vulpix level up, but the Pidgey level up should get me Pidgeotto, right? Yeah. I never catch Pidgey here, and I should catch Pidgey here. There's no reason not to catch Pidgey here. Like, that probably would have made other runs of mine better if I had actually caught Pidgey here. Also, Almost Evil 665. Good to have you in here, man. Sorry, I was thinking and strategizing. That's why I didn't say hi earlier. Okay, let's send you away. Oh, god damn it! That is such a kick in the pants. There's literally no way I could have done anything about that. I was moving in front of it when it spawned. That is a tease like hell. And was it big too? Did I see that right? It looked like it was big. God, that is a tease. Yeah, it was even a big Abra. Oh man, that is a way to piss off a player right there. Oh god. No, not 3. 2. There's my X attacks. Oh, no. This is my X attacks. Those are my lures. 10X specials. I actually have the right amount this time. Yay! Okay, so we're definitely not hitting that gold. I might save time here. And we're actually ahead on Catch Route saving time. That's actually incredible. I don't think I'm going to save much time. But I think we might be able to save, like, 3 minutes? Now, unfortunately, the downside to that saving 3 minutes is that I am still a little bit behind on experience. Normally, I'd be approaching 20 by now. Right now, I'm a little bit approaching, like, 19. So only behind by about a level. And that's not going to cause too much of a big deal as long as I hit about, let's say, 25 by the end of Rock Tunnel. Also, keep in mind, we did lose time in Cerulean because of having to do Late Misty and also having to heal leaving the Underground Tunnel. So that is time that I did lose that you don't necessarily see in the splits right now. Okay. Feels like someone turned on the heater. I smile all the time, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have a specific party I'm going for? Well, this is a speed run. This isn't a casual run. So, yeah, we absolutely have a special party that we're going for here. So what's going to happen, and I'll kind of talk through it more as... That's not good, but okay, I'll take it. I'll kind of talk about it more as we get further into the run. But really what's going to happen is we're going to be seeing Eevee carrying pretty much the entirety of the run up until we finish with Lavender Tower. And then after Lavender Tower, we're going to deposit Eevee, and we're going to completely break tradition. And instead of going south towards Fuchsia City, we will instead be heading west, going to Cycling Road. That was a crit, you jerk of a Pikachu. We'll instead be going to Cycling Road. We're going to catch ourselves a really high-level Doduo. We're going to catch ourselves a high-level Rapidash. We're going to learn Surf. And then we're going to fly to Pallet Town, and we're going to start surfing down towards Cinnabar Island and catch ourselves an extremely high-level Staryu. So this is going to be very different than the casual playthrough you're probably familiar with. So the actual party changes depending on what time in the run we're at. Right now, the party is basically just Eevee. The rest of my party is going to change depending on what I'm leveling up and evolving. You're going to see a lot of that as soon as we hit Rock Tunnel. And then once I get to Cinnabar Island, the party is going to be Starmie, Dodrio, and Rapidash for a while. And then once we finish beating down on Sabrina and head down to Koga, it's just going to be Starmie and Rapidash. And then once we get to the Elite Four, it's just Starmie the entire rest of the way. So it's a very, very weird route. If you've only ever done this casually and you've never seen like an actual Pokemon speedrun, it's going to be very weird. If you've actually seen Pokemon speedruns, this is very similar to what a lot of other speedruns do. Halfway through the run, we're going to pick up this incredibly high-powered poke, much higher level than the Pokemon we already have, and that's going to let us skip a lot of stuff. It's neat. It's a very fun and very different way to play the game. Okay, so if Doduo does not evolve, use Rapidash. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Do not see me. Cool. Yes, I passed them today. Today is a good day. This is the urn. We have the urn. We passed the picnickers. It's the urn. No sleep and all sleep. I'm the same way. Either I sleep very badly, or I just sleep. And unlike most people, I sleep better in the day. I don't sleep well at night. Hey, Jiggly. Okay. Reminder to myself, use a damn lure in this menu. Just do it. Just use the lure. Stop forgetting the lure in this menu. Whoa! Where the hell did that Spearow come from? That was so weird. That Spearow came out of nowhere. Yeah, I don't need that X special base. The only reason I needed it that last time is I guess I bought 9 X specials instead of 10 on the Vermilion shopping trip. I don't actually need that X special. Okay, I used the lure. We're good. Okay, feel free to lurk. Feel free to sleep. There's nothing wrong with that. At least you now have the sleep emoji, you know? Surbase, I'm gonna have to make it so you're able to post stuff. Can I do something about that? Nope, that didn't help. I'll have to figure out why, how I can... Yeah, you might have to PM it to her. Is the game trolling me? Which thing of the game trolling me? You gotta be specific. Oh, the Abra? Okay. Yeah, that was definitely a troll. So unfortunately we didn't one-shot the Sandshrew. If we had been just one level higher, we probably would have. There's that one level higher. Gotta be a little bit careful with quick attack here. Especially if he had landed that Super Fang, which he didn't, which is awesome. Okay, my headbutt did kill. Cool. That's a very deceased crab thing to do. Okay. Catching time. Does it chair flip? Does it actually, like, flip his screen? There was a Krabby lure, right? Why is that a great? Like, my greats are on point, but I need excellence, man. Okay, I saw a Krabby. Okay, come here, Crab Boss. Oh, there was a... No! Wait. Hold up. You get a reprieve. I have a giant... or a mini crab battle to do. Come here, crab battle. Let's do it. Oh, a Spearow? Oh, I'm getting luck. Crab battle. jerk. How did that not... To the right, please, game. Thank you. Crap battle. Hey, Angel. That should have been a first throw, but I got screwed by motion controls. Attack, please. Thank you. Okay, so the only thing we have not seen so far is a Nidoran female. Oh, and that's pretty much dead. So we're only one ahead of the catch route right now, as weird as that sounds. Okay, I'm willing to go back up after this fight real quick just to see if Nidoran female spawns. If she doesn't spawn within within the 4 spawns of that grass, we're just moving on. Actually, I might not be able to do that now that I think about it. Well, no, I can. If I route Ninetales in, I could skip Nidoran female without a problem. I might do that. We'll see. I don't know how risky I want to get with this. And that's super risky. Do I ever try to YOLO Ball Kangaskhan? I really only want to YOLO Ball one Pokemon on the entire run. So I'd consider YOLO Balling Kangaskhan if it was the one YOLO Ball. So if I see like a large or something like that. The other thing that I'm kind of concerned about is that our experience is kind of low. We're only level 22. We're maybe going to hit 24 by the end of Rock Tunnel. I want to hit 25. Okay, so let's pop up here. Literally all I need to see is Nidoran female. There it is. Nope. You tried, Nidoran male. But I've already caught one of you, buddy. Congratulations, you're a rabbit. How is that not an excellent? That was so on point. He did try to save his girlfriend. Well, actually, see, this is the thing. He wasn't trying to save his girlfriend. This is the friend-zoned loser who was trying to make a statement. I already caught her boyfriend. I'm trying to get them back together. So don't feel bad for this guy. He's being a jerk. He was trying to build up brownie points, and he's like, wait, her boyfriend got caught. There's no reason for her not to be with me. Why did I throw there? Throw after he attacks Nye. And only a great at that. Look, lore is how we got Bird Jesus, Lord Helix. People make up lore out of nothing, okay? Shipping exists in general. People make up lore out of nowhere. That Onyx wants to be part of the party. I don't want it to be part of the party. Not currently, at least. If it was a large, we would have something. Or small. Glowing Onyx in general, we would have something. But I don't know how I feel about going for a YOLO ball on a normal size Onyx right now. We're going to have to heal after this fight. Man just wants to give me a ride. You're not wrong. You didn't get enough when Jay rode the Onyx last night? I saw him do that Onyx ride for y'all. That was a Machop. You had to dip out for that? And that's a shame. Attack, please. Thank you. Trying so hard for those memes, huh? Before it becomes a 3 elk. I think you have plenty of memes, my friend. I don't think you're running out of them anytime soon. Okay, I'm gonna wait one more catch before adding Machop. I should not have actually added Cubone where I did, but should have waited. Hey man, 3/3 Elks are kind of a big deal. Okay, we have... I'm gonna skip this Geodude for now, because this room is here. Okay, cool. That wasn't a Geodude. That was a Graveler. Okay, there's Fearow, and there's Nidoran female. So I'm gonna get to swap a lot of things out right now. And all of a sudden, we're back on experience route again. So, all I need right now is I need the Zubat, and I need a Geodude. Those are the only things that we're currently missing. Big Graveler would be a solid chunk of EXP, but we don't need that. As long as I hit 25 by the end of the tunnel. And because we got a size on Rhyhorn, I think we're going to be there. I'm not all that worried about it right now. Okay, I'm just going to grab this Geodude, mostly because it ran into me. And then Zubat, the last thing we got to pick up in here. Again, question. I must be on the great, excellent line for most of these catches. Like, I'm throwing, like, a solid fifth of a second too early. I should have done my swap out. I didn't do my swap out. Are you gonna get my lap now? Choose one. In or out? No? Okay. Watching me stress over red bar. That would be a problem. That said Eradicate. That said a Fearow. That said a Nidorina. Start pushing the Eevee. I would have loved it if this Graveler had decided to move. But it just wanted to be part of the stream, man. It just wanted to be shown. We are riding this Rhyhorn. Okay, so all we need is that Zubat. Hopefully it won't troll me as badly as it did yesterday. That might be asking a lot. God, our attack is still terrible. Oh my god. I'm glad that we're getting into the special attack section of the game. Because our attack has been bad for basically the entire game now. I'm sorry, I'm not going around a spinner to get that. What was this? Cubone, okay. I did consider getting that Onix. Okay, you're in the way, so I'm getting you. Okay, game. Sure, we'll go with that miss on the first throw because motion controls are weird. I'm not riding the Onix, but we caught the Onix. That's going to be a decent amount of experience. No, it isn't. I lied. Okay, where is this guy looking? Oh, do not look at me. Okay, look away. There's that size bonus on Geodude I was looking for. Okay, so we're still on the lookout for that, Still on the lookout for that Zubat. Hey, Machop, I'd appreciate it if you didn't do that again. Yeah, you know how I said I'd appreciate it if you didn't? Oh my god. Our attack is so bad. Like, that stat is so bad. Come on, Zubat. Man, we have been seeing pretty much nothing but Golbats. I don't think we've seen a single Zubat yet. Like, it's been all Golbat all the time. It's the Golbat channel. I'm a little bit worried about this fight. Mostly worried because of this upcoming Kadabra. Okay, cool. We did one-shot him. Okay, I think we're good. Is that a side wave? Yeah, he always side waves. There's the Zubat, but it's not in a achievable place. I was gonna risk like 2 fights just to get that Zubat, which I wasn't willing to do. Hey, Base, remember how you said something about Red Bar? It's faster than me! Why is it faster than me? No, let me select the thing. It used prior. Oh, Feint is priority? I didn't know it had a priority mode. I forgot that Feint's priority. It's never fainted me in that situation. Like, used the move Feint in that situation before. Okay, let's try this. Okay, we lost a few seconds for that. Maybe a minute. Okay, so we're not seeing the Zubat, which is kind of a bother. We saw that Onix, though. Okay, where else is a Zubat actually achievable on this run? I forget if you can actually get a Zubat. Can you get a Zubat in Lavender Tower? I don't think so. So technically we're still 3 ahead. Yes, stop talking, Rhyhorn. Technically, we're still 3 ahead. So, I'm not necessarily in a bad way right now. Why did I do that? That was not needed. So yeah, our speed is not good, which is good to know. Neither is our strength. I wonder where all of our AVs are going. But EVs aren't in this game. This game literally does not have that stat. My understanding is you get AVs randomly. I don't know how true that is, though. I need to understand that better. Okay, so we lost some time on this split, both to some extra evolutions. We lost some time due to that unfortunate feint. Okay. So there's a chance that I could see an Abra in the bush to the east of Celadon City. I'm probably going to just glance for one there. Yeah, I was pretty sure you could get Zubat in Pokemon Tower. Yeah, it's a very, very low percent, but there's a chance. Okay, so we need to heal here. Chansey's, I want to say Chansey is almost everywhere. Like, almost every route, almost every place, it's just basically everywhere. I have caught a Chansey here. I'm not likely to do it again. So that was a huge waste of time. Yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed that the only Zubat that we saw in Dark Cave was kind of locked behind 2 trainers. I would have had to deal with Spinner Hell just to get it. And it was a large, too. So that makes it even more annoying that I didn't get it. So remember, we still have plenty of time to save on this run. $15 level ups would take a while. Okay, cool. Dream Eater. I like it when it uses moves that I can't be affected by it. Nice. Dream Eater, Splash. Okay, I'm not taking Ninetales off the hit list yet. Because there is a chance that I still might need that Ninetales. We're pretty good right now, so even if we do miss out on the Zubat, as long as everything else works out, we're good. And if I happen to get a Psyduck on Cycling Road, that would do very well for me. And if we get an Abra here... Nope. Abra would have been nice. Okay, I really do need to get Double Edge on this run, though. Our strength's so bad we cannot rely on Headbutt. Like, our strength is bad, bad, bad. This is probably one of the worst strength Eevees I've ever had. How are we looking? Not bad. Catch Route is pretty on point. We're kind of teetering on the edge of Catch Route here. we're definitely looking to save some time. The Eevee is really bad, but the good news is that doesn't matter for much longer. It's not baddie bad, but it is definitely not a good Eevee. I like it when it's paralyzed. Am I going to be able to get away with it? No. Okay. Good crit. Would have liked that crit last turn, but good crit. Cool. So yeah, like, we're kind of in a very similar situation to where I was. Crit last turn wouldn't have killed, you sure? Oh, that's right, because we only get 50% extra, and not double. That's right. Yeah, my strength is bad. Have I mentioned? I probably shouldn't. Eevee has very specific moves specifically for it, so that's the deal. And the same thing applies to Pikachu, and Let's Go Pikachu. There are moves specifically for the partner Pokemon. Only your starter Eevee and starter Pikachu can actually get these moves. And the moves are kind of interesting. They're a little bit different from normal moves. They are absolutely overpowered, and they have useful additional effects. So the ones that we use are... we have Buzzy Buzz, which is going to be electric-powered, and is guaranteed to paralyze if it hits, as long as I'm an electric Pokemon. We have... damn. Come on. We have Bouncy Bubble, which is a water-type move, which gives me HP back if it hits. We have Sizzly Slide, which is a fire-type move, guaranteed to burn if it hits. And then we also use Glitzy Glow, which is kind of a weird one. It's Psychic-type. It's a special type, so Buzzy Buzz is also special. Water and fire are physical. And Glitzy Glow is interesting because it also applies Light Wall. Is it Light Wall or is it Reflect? Can't remember. It's one of the two of those. But having damage of whatever that thing is. So they're very, very, very powerful. Pikachu gets Zippy Zap, which is an electric type that's guaranteed to crit always. And since Pikachu is also electric, it's it's a stab bonus. Pikachu also get Light Screen. Thank you. Have special damage. So you get a free Light Screen when you use that ability. Pikachu also gets what is it, like Floaty Fall, I believe is the name of it, which is high chance to flinch, which is a flying type move. Pikachu also gets I forget the name of the water one, but the water one has a chance to burn. So yeah, I mean, they're OP, and I think from what I've seen, the idea started with Eevee. A lot of people are thinking like Eevee was the game; it was just Let's Go Eevee, and then they changed it and added Pikachu later. But it seems like the reason why you have this... Also, yeah, the starters have guaranteed max IVs in all stats. But it seems like the reason why is that your starters can't evolve. And when Pokemon evolve, they get some huge bonuses. So because they can't evolve, all of these changes were meant to make them... right, they have maxed IVs. Unless you meant base stats compared to normal Eevees and Pikachus. Oh, compared to normal, okay. But yeah, they can't evolve, so you don't get that evolution bonus. So it seems like all of this is to help make sure that Eevee and Pikachu can kind of keep up with other Pokemon later on in the game. We use those additional effects a lot. I don't know if they overdid the compensation. again, when I did my casual playthrough, Pikachu fell off an awful lot towards the end. Like, I still used it because I love Pikachu, but, you know, it wasn't an amazing thing. And the speed run, even with all these overpowers, we don't use these guys for long. Yeah, Eevee will fall off a lot, and Pikachu, in the speed run, Pikachu can't even hold his own. Pikachu has to have partner Pokemon the entire time. That two controller, you know, the 2v1 thing. The stat cap is absolutely not 100. Like, our Starmie, if our Starmie doesn't have, like, a 140 in speed, there's a strat I can't do. And if it doesn't have at least, like, a 130 in special attack, we're in trouble. Fun game. What I'll always tell people is Pokemon is a casual player's RPG. And I don't mean that in a negative way. Like, if you don't want to, like, learn, you know, all kinds of weird stuff for, like, a Final Fantasy and stuff like that, you know, which can have really in-depth stuff, or, you know, a lot of these, you know, Fire Emblem, and all these other things that have a lot going on. Pokemon has fairly simple stats, fairly simple systems. And whether or not it's a good thing is up to interpretation, but the latest Pokemon games are also simple. Like, they're not simple, but easier. They're easier than the old Pokemon games are, so it's a lot easier for people to get into them. Friggin' jerk. It always has to poison me in some way, doesn't it? I love how much Team Rocket tries to pose on me. Kind of funny. Yeah, but I very specifically said that it's a good beginner RPG. It's a good casual player's RPG. And because casual was the key word there, simplification is generally a good. I'm not saying it's perfect. I am saying that is a important thing for casual players. Casual players need to not have super complicated bullshit. Wow, you jerk. Like, I'm glad that crit was not on Eevee, but still. Yeah, I'm happy to have a high HP Starmie. I would really like to have, like, a good speed and a good, And a good special attack. And, Yugi, I was talking about Pokemon in general lately. I mean, in general. Like, going as far back as, like, X and Y. They have been kind of slimming things down, simplifying a little bit, and making it easier. None of which is a bad thing, but the actual difficulty has been where they have been making the game easier. But it's the simplicity of the systems that makes it good for newer players and casual players. Again, I'm comparing to more complicated games like a Fire Emblem, a Final Fantasy, and things like that, which tend to have more complicated, more obtuse systems. And I absolutely disagree with you. Simplicity does not equate to accessibility. Absolutely disagree with you. That's not the Pokemon I want to have out. And it normally wouldn't be a problem, except Rhyhorn got crit. Shouldn't be a problem, though, because that is a water Pokemon. And I think Rhyhorn's going to get one shot anyways. Yeah. Gold Split Giovanni. Let's go. I wish I knew how many Pokemon I'm supposed to have by Giovanni. Unfortunately, I don't have that information. Though I think we might be behind because of the lack of Zubat. I'm not 100% sure. So that might explain why we're 26.9 seconds ahead on that split. We might have just not had an evolution that we would normally have, or a catch we would normally have. I'm not terribly worried about it. But yeah, simplicity versus accessibility. What's more accessible, chess or checkers? Go fish or poker? Tag or football? Simplicity does not mean difficulty, but simplicity really is accessibility for most people. The more complicated it is, the harder it is to get into. There's a reason why, like, the Elder Scrolls games, the Fallout games have been getting more simple over time. Because it's for a more broad audience, so it has to be more simplistic and more accessible. Okay, I gotta remember, I think it's the next floor. I need to go down, not up. and I went up anyways, because I'm bad. Because I'm just used to that by this point. Alright, there's my Ghastly. Wow, it immediately jerked. And I still couldn't hit an excellent for some reason. Not that that's quite as important now as it used to be. Oh, you jerk. Why? Why did you not get in the damn ball? Wasting my time. Like, it's something, so the whole accessibility thing, it's something I noticed while I worked at GameStop. Like, the games that were simple were bought more. Like, they were the highest sellers. There's kind of a reason that Mario is so popular, kind of a reason that Wii Sports did so well. It's just that these are simple games. They're easy to get into. They don't have super complicated rules. Now, you know, that's not to say they don't have potentially a high skill ceiling. Mario still gets pretty hard later on in the game, but it's simple to get into. Look away, please. Thank you. Yeah, most of the simple games sold better. I think that's one of the reasons why, like, Skyrim ended up being this, you know, juggernaut that it has become, is because it took, like, the Elder Scrolls, you know, formula of being able to kind of explore around, go where you want to, do what you want to. It took that formula, and then it just took out all of this stuff that made it, you know, super complicated. So no longer did you have all of these extra armor pieces that you had in, like, let's say Morrowind, pauldrons, your gauntlets. It just said, okay, here's some very, you know, chest, hands, feet, you know, head, and that's it. Excuse me. Yeah, it made it simple. They put they put a higher skill ceiling in there than you'd expect in some of these simplistic games. So there was a lot of, like, okay, you have a lot of choices. Your choices allow you to make different builds. There's a lot of things. Stealth Archer's still the best. But there were a lot of choices you could do. But it was a very simple floor, and if you wanted to treat it like an action game, you could treat it like an action game. Because action games tend to be more simple than RPGs are. So if you want it to be hack and slash, it could be hack and slash. But at the same time, you could build on it. The big problem is that stuff that's complicated tends to not be intuitive for most people. Like, if you're a gamer and you're used to games, that's a little bit different. If you are a gamer and you've done a lot of games, you're generally able to intuit a lot of this stuff because you're familiar with how games work and how systems work. So if you're a person who knows games, you can go into something like, let's say, yeah, Minecraft lets you just do whatever you want. Go look at the simplicity of Minecraft. Minecraft does not ask a lot of its players to start with. You just kind of go in and start doing stuff, and it kind of teaches you along the way. But for a lot of these games, it starts out simple. But if it's a game that's going to be complicated, the game kind of either needs to teach you well, or it's expecting you to be someone who already has an idea of what the game is like, or what the genre is like, and expects you to be, you know, not making guesses, but it's expecting you to, like, be able to intuit a lot that someone who has no idea does not, you know, is not going to be able to do. Like, I think if we look at something like Fire Emblem that we've been playing, you know, Fire Emblem does that. You have to kind of be a player that can, you know, whoops, that's not right. You have to be a player that can intuitively understand where you have to move with it. Otherwise, Fire Emblem's like, I'm just going to leave you in the dust and you're going to like it, you know? There is a chance that Weezing could kill me here. Okay, cool. So yeah, I think just simplicity and accessibility tend to go hand in hand. They're not identical, but they go hand in hand. And I think difficulty also goes hand in hand with accessibility. If a game is easier, it's more accessible. Games like Skyrim and, you know, Pokemon Let's Go are going to be those kind of gateways for a lot of people into actually playing some of the more complicated or some of the more, like, I think kind of complicated or higher skill ceiling games. But you know, you see a lot of this stuff in other games. If you go look at something like a MOBA, like a League of Legends sort of thing, there are characters that are really super accessible. Characters that are simply click abilities. You know, I'm thinking like a Garen, for example, are more accessible for new players. They don't have to do too much. They can kind of learn how the rest of the game works. But, and they don't necessarily have a high skill ceiling. It's mostly, you know, build armor, spin to win. Hey, you get to win. But if you go look at, you know, some of the more complicated champs, those champs tend to be higher power, but they're harder to get into because they require more out of the player. So this is kind of a formula people know. It's not a... It's kind of hard to argue a formula that's kind of a known thing. I'm just not a huge racing player, unfortunately. So unfortunately, I don't quite understand what's so good about it. I get bored of most racing games. I look for racing games with, you know, a hook or a gimmick. Like, I always look for a gimmick. Either it's a Mario Kart using items, it's, you know, split seconds, you know, explosions, or, you know, burnouts, crashes. Let's be fair. Sports is for people who enjoy stats. I have seldom seen a bigger group of nerds than I have seen grown men arguing about fantasy football. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. Like, fantasy football players are as big of nerds, if not bigger, than D&D players. Because they're basically doing the same thing, but with sports ball. Come here, you. No. That was the wrong button. To be honest, I think that you should have to use a break to drift. I think that should be part of the system. But it's just because I think that a no-break drift means that it's just too hard to be guaranteed control. Base, are there Zubat in Cinnabar Mansion? Okay. That was a perfect throw, too. So basically what I'm still looking at is I still have to figure out where or what my route's looking like. And unfortunately, it is looking like I am going to need to do the Ninetales, which kind of sucks a little bit. So just the question is, am I going to see a Psyduck on this route? If I see a Psyduck, I don't have to do Ninetales. If I don't see a Psyduck, I have to do Ninetales. Go away, please. I fixed the X-Split issue from last stream? What issue? I haven't used X-Split in several months. I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about. Oh, live split. It's gonna fix itself over time. That's the type of issue it is. So, oh hey, would you look at that? There just so happens to be a Psyduck here. So it's not that my timers were off sync. It's that it didn't save my my splits from my actual PB. And I could go and fix that, but that's a lot of actual manual effort to fix. So I'm not going to. Instead, I'm just going to get a better PB, and that will fix my times for me. Chop. Okay, so I do need a Tentacool, and I do need a Coughing. So the big problem is that if you look at my at my live split times there, each of those is inside of a window. I'd have to go manually correct each of those. In order to correct them, I'd have to go pull up the video and actually see where the actual like changes are. So that's why I'm not doing. It's a bunch of manual labor that has no actual benefit. So I'm just gonna skip it. We're gonna move on. Lots of dismounts, kind of sloppy. Okay, so we're actually on fairly solid pace here. So the next big question is going to be, what are my stats going to look like on this Starmie? And I just have to hope for a really solid Staryu. But our catch routing actually ended up being pretty good. My actual catching sucked. But it wasn't that bad at the end of the day, which is kind of nice. So I just have to, again, I have to hope for a fast Tentacool and a fast Staryu. And again, a good Staryu. Well, okay. You're joking, right? Like, that was a joke? Come on. Give me my Tentacool. Thank you. There's Ghastly. So one of the things I'm trying to figure out is what I want to do, because Psyduck is going to evolve. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm probably going to skip Porygon again. Uh, 1075 is not bad. I mean, it's acceptable. Cool. Okay, fast catches. Let's hope for good stats in this Staryu. Well, we got a really fast one again. Like, really fast. This is, in terms of speed, this Staryu is top tier. We're going to see what the actual special attack looks like. I'm a little bit worried about the special attack. It seems like I got another Staryu with low special attack. Busy. Okay. Thank you. I didn't see what the actual stats were. Oh, well. Okay, you need to get off. Okay. So we are... Nope, go inside, please. We are looking for a coughing. It is the last thing I need to catch. that catches, because that's my last Ultra Ball. Of course not. Getting the damn ball. Thank you. Cool. So... is that going to my bag? I think it's going to my bag, right? Nope, never mind. It's going into my inventory. Okay, cool. That's actually okay. If it was going into my bag, it would be, like, either way. Going into my bag or not would have been fine. This would have slightly changed what strategy I use later on. Since it didn't go into my bag, we're going to skip Porygon. Because we're going to end up getting a Golduck when Psyduck evolves. Which will be very soon. That Magmar wanted me. So I get to skip Ninetales. I always like skipping Ninetales. It's always a good thing. And hopefully, this Starmie is going to end up being solid. Hey, I remembered. I remembered my menuing. Hey, he shot the Doduo. Good stuff. See, I'm kind of curious how good this Starmie is going to actually end up being. Hopefully it's going to be very good. I wouldn't mind just having... I mean, I wouldn't mind having really good stats, but we already know that this Starmie does not have really good stats. It's got better than average stats, I think. The question is, where is the better? Like, is it better in this? Is it better in that? You know, the place this old, what on earth do the burglars... I almost got past him. What on earth are the burglars looking for? You're not taking the laboratory equipment out. Please have one. You have one. Cool. Please be a fire. Oh, God. Anything? Yeah. But you'd think by now there'd be nothing in here, right? Okay, I gotta remember, I cannot outspeed this guy when it comes to, like, his turning. I gotta remember that for the future. I thought I was actually faster than him on the spin, and I just wasn't. That's about a minute lost. That's fine. Okay, friend coughing. Let me through. I mean, I'm just kind of thinking of, like, the facility in the Detective Pikachu movie, the other facility that Mewtwo broke out of, right? There's nothing worth stealing in there, right? Everything's broken, everything's destroyed. What exactly are you stealing? And, yeah. But, like, theft is usually, like, an attack of opportunity thing. That's kind of why I'm thinking, like, the sense. Like, you don't usually steal where there's not an opportunity. Okay, get ready to raise your quiz times. If you have them. If you don't have them, you should. Boosh. Okay, so let's hope for no confusion. Really hope much, but yep, there it is. Now I know I'm fast as hell. So I already know that. So I'm not, yeah, wasn't expecting issues out of Rapidash here. Good. There's the Doduo evolution. Doduo evolution was on a later split last time, so I'm not at all surprised that it's showing up now. Very cute. You can have my lap if you want it. Now is a good time to come into my lap. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. You jump into my lap all the time. Are you serious? Okay, fine. I can't pull you into my... Yes, I can. I have a free hand now. We're in animation. Okay, lie down, please. No, 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 no. Lie down, please. Okay, we are going to lose time on this split. It's just going to happen, and there's nothing I can do about it. It is literally because of that evolution just now. So, that's there. So that save time is going to go down just a little bit. As you can already see, like, I'm already at 2 minutes on this particular split, and the best is, like, 2:46. It's because we had no evolutions on this split during the best. But again, no save time until Koga. No such thing. So not a big deal. It's amazing that that single evolution takes about as long as this entire combat. Forget. So I think the evolution was after. It was either after Surge or it was after Erica last time. Remember, we are going to save a little bit of time on next split. Never mind, I take that back. Because Psyduck's going to evolve now. Oh, I already did this. So here's the downside. If Tentacruel evolves literally off of Erica, which I don't think is likely. But if Tentacruel evolves off of Erica, I can put everything away right there. And then we won't have an evolution on Coughing turning into Wheezing, and we'll just go pick up the Porygon. But I don't think that's how that's going to go down. I still don't know what's actually faster, a Poke leveling up or evolving, or specifically going and grabbing Porygon. I wish I knew. It would help me make this choice. It would actually make this choice a lot faster. I need to actually, like, maneuver this section a lot better. And not hit the walls quite as much. I have more maneuver. I have, like, more room to maneuver than I'm giving myself. Well, than I'm giving myself credit for. That's the phrase I want to use there. Probably going to lose a little bit of time on this split. Because I have about 50 seconds to beat her. PB did not get an evolution here. Remember, we still have time to save, potentially, on Archer. We definitely have time to save on Sabrina. It's fine. Not a big deal. Yeah, shoutouts to actually moving correctly through Erica this time and cutting down the right bushes and not sucking. Shoutouts to that. Shoutouts to not being bad at this game. Or at least to pretending very, very well that you're not bad at this game. Shoutouts to text boxes, not locked to animations. Okay, so we could save a lot of time here if the Archer fight actually goes well and doesn't troll into infinity like it did last time. Okay. There's Dodrio being a boss. Starmie, what's your special attack hitting? I know you're fast as well, but... Oh my god, that special attack is scary. Oh my god, that's low. Starmie, why do you gotta do this to me, man? That was a 116 at level 47. So this is a really low special attack. Like, that's scary low. We're going to be ranging on just about everything. I'm mostly scared about the Dragonite, about Lance's Dragonite. Okay. Let's see how bad the trolling is today. No protect, and we want self-destruct. No protect on Muck, self-destruct. Okay, there's self-destruct, and there was no protect. Awesome. That's the turn one. So that's what I wanted there. Great. Okay, now I want Bone Meringue on the Raticate. Here's comes Sucker Punch and Starmie. Yep. Bone Meringue, the Raticate. Nope, Focus Energy. Damn. Okay, so much for perfect Archer. What? Oh, I'm bad. That was bad. That was really bad. That was really bad. Very, very bad. I am bad at this game. Golduck. Golduck has Psybeam. Cool. We get a heal after this fight. This should be fine. Cubone would not have killed Raticate regardless, so. This is a little bit slow. This is fine. Not a big deal. I made a mistake. Oh my god, I've never seen Cubone go down like that. It wouldn't be a Let's Go Eevee speedrun if I didn't make some stupid mistake like that. There's Tentacool evolving, and there's Coughing evolving. Cool. Okay. Ow. As I said, that's not the biggest issue because Starmie is going to get a full heal in just a second. So I lost a little bit of experience. That's about it. You know, I gotta leave room for improvement for the next run, right? Like... Here's the heal. Definitely losing time on this split. Most of the time we're losing is actually because of those evolutions. But I think we might gain time, because I think the split times that are currently in there are versus the time when... you know, I had that issue where I was out of special attacks. Okay, so what we're really hoping for here is that Starmie is not going to be hit here. That would be the nice thing, if the game could give me that. Come on, game. I let you kill one of my pokes. You got your comeuppance on me. Thunderbolt, Dodrio. Nice. Okay, that helped. So we're about 2 minutes ahead of our PB right now on him. But we're only like 40 seconds ahead of my actual best. So our best possible time is going to start creeping up on this one. But again, this is because we're talking about best where we literally did not have evolutions, so there's no way I can actually run against that. Damn you, Persian. There's a crit that's not at all useful. Dodrio's gonna level up on one of these kills. There it is. Still saving time, though. So we are doing pretty darn well right here. I think I'm gonna have to 2-controller stats Naomi though, because my special attack is so bad. I'm not gonna really be able to 1-controller strat anything. So even though our speed's really good, unless we get gigantic special attack upgrades in the next 3 levels we get, I'm not gonna be able to 1-controller anything. Good news is that's safer. But it is a little bit slower. Okay, there's Pokemon 50. There's Lapras. Hey, I selected first floor this time. Go me, I can menu. Okay, we're skipping Porygon. We're just gonna make this split a little bit faster. It's gonna be obnoxious to run against this split, actually, in the future. No. Let's not. No, I can press buttons. Excuse me. Thank you. Glad I was watching for that. I'm gonna grab the X accuracy just in case, because it wastes like 3 seconds. But, I don't think we're gonna be able to do that strat. I wish there was a menu right there, so that way I was actually able to get rid of all the other Pokemon in my inventory. The next menu isn't until after Sabrina. Wow, she turns around quick. I like how Sabrina's like, I dislike battling. Yes, I know. You like putting little boys and girls inside of a dollhouse. I don't want to talk about what you do like. You're a scary lady. That was weird. Mr. Prime's doing weird stuff this time. I love that she floats. You know? It's so weird that she does that. See, that's why I wanted to get stuff out of my party, out of my inventory. Chat is working. Chat is working. Yep. Well, there goes best. Those level ups. Mostly the gold duck level up is what killed PB on Sabrina today. But still, save more time. The video isn't matching up with Twitch. That's phenomenally weird. I mean, I did drop some frames a bit back, but... Let's see how bad this is. 120, 124? 122, oh god. Oh, that's really bad. That's probably what it is. Okay, so our special attack is really, 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 really bad. Like, really bad. So, again, very worried about the Dragonite. The Dragonite's going to be in absolute range, and I just have to kind of hope. Depending on how bad the Dragonite range is, I may heal at a certain point. Like, I may heal after I set up. There is no workaround at this point, no. The Starmie is it. We have to run with the Starmie. That's the problem with the way that you have to catch a Starmie. There's no, like, there's no time after you catch a Starmie to potentially get another one. And you don't know how bad the Starmie is until basically right now. Like, this is when we know how good or bad that Starmie is. So, I have some things I can do that will make it safer. But everything I have to do to make it safe is going to waste time. So that's the problem at this point. It's, you know, safety versus time. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to 2-controller all of the potential 1-controllers. So I'm 2-controllering Rival, and I'm going to 2-controller Naomi. So that will help with those. Hey, movement! Okay. Almost ran into the Tamer anyways. So I'm going to 2-controller that stuff. And then what I'll probably do, depending on where we look, I'm probably on the Seadra on Lance. After I set up, I'll probably heal myself, which I would not normally do. And that's how we're going, that's the workaround, is that I'm going to take an extra turn to heal myself. Because what'll happen is, if I don't one-shot the Dragonite will just kill me. Normally we wouldn't Psychic that. Normally we would Scald that, but our special attack is so low that I have to Psychic. Getting a little bit trolled here. Not much, so it's not terrible. But the Protect trolling is annoying, and we did take 1 Toxic. I am going to Gold Koga, though. I think. So that's kind of neat. Nice. Yeah, definitely. A Toxic's better than a Poison. Absolutely. But this gym doesn't really poison at Toxics. I would have preferred them to just let me outspeed them in general and just not do any protects, but how likely is that? Okay, we do not have to heal, which is good. That saves me a couple of screens. I don't usually have to heal after that, but... So we're also going to have to do a 3-turn setup on Lorelei. How you doing? You want to lay down? Good girl. Good girl. So I'm not really worried about Giovanni 3. Can you lie down? Please? Can you lie down? I only have like 45 more minutes of this or less. Hopefully a lot less. That's gonna bug me if I don't click that. Okay. So, the big hope is that, I take no damage heading up to Giovanni. There is a chance that we could have a problem, on Ace Trainer Samuel. I'm hoping we don't. And I need to use more Scalds on Giovanni than Psychics. Just because I had to use so many Psychics with Koga. I need to make sure I have at least one Psychic at the end of this. I'm trying to decide if I just want to pull one extra, or if I want to just pull, like, if I just wanted to controller this instead of one controllering it. So I'm kind of scared of this fight. Okay. Thank you, Samuel. Base, you should have seen Keys' run last night when he was fighting Red. Red's Pikachu has Iron Tail, which is a 75% accuracy rate. Over the course of, I think it was like an hour and a half of fighting him, this Pikachu probably used 1 to 200 Iron Tails and only missed maybe 3 times. 75%. Or at least according to Bulbapedia. I don't know if they changed it at some point. I think they might have buffed it. Okay, I took no damage, so we're gonna risk this. I'm hoping our actual defense and or HP is good. Otherwise, I'll have to heal after setup. Okay, I think we're gonna be fine. Yeah, we are gonna be absolutely fine. Apparently, our defense is really good. Yeah, it was 70 in Gen 3, and Keys kept on saying 70, but it is 75 now. And, yeah, it hit pretty much every single one. So we're saving a ton of time on this split, and I don't know why. Special attack 126. That's really bad. Okay, maybe we're not saving as much time as I thought we were. Never mind. Still 2 seconds, though. So we're going to lose time on at least the next 2 fights. It's not good RNG. This particular fight is just bad. It's literally just what I just did. I've never seen this fight work any differently than what just happened. So there's kind of no RNG in that fight. It's all based on stats and just how much damage am I going to take off of that Dodrio. What health was I at? Does anybody know? I forgot to look because I was checking time. Okay, so we're not doing speed strats here because I don't think it's worth the risk on this particular fight. It's not gonna be worth it on Naomi either. I'm so worried about that. Whatever. That thing. I'm so worried about my special attack. Okay, 34 should be fine. Especially since my speed is so good. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, cool. This is where we're going to lose a little bit of time. That's fine. I don't mind losing like 30 seconds to keeping this run safe. But the cool thing is we're going to get a heal in combat here as opposed to out of combat. So I'll save a little bit of time on the out of combat heal menu. Okay. All right. So again, probably going to go safety strats. So going to do 3x specials on Lorelei instead of 2. To make sure that we're not dealing with a range. I would rather just waste a turn and not range that. And then we don't have to really worry about anything after that until Lance. And on Lance, I'm probably just going to go ahead and do a heal after setup, unless Seadra either misses or does something stupid. I don't know. We'll take a look. I think my defenses and HP are pretty good from what I've seen, so I don't think I'm going to have too much of a trouble against Pidgeot. But again, we'll heal as necessary to make sure we don't have any of that trouble. So definitely looking like a pretty safe PB. The question is just how much. Oh, right. This is supposed to be, I'm not risking this. I'm calling in a sport trainer. I should have had her out already. A little bit of time lost there. That's fine. Okay. Okay, cool. Naomi has not killed me this time. As I said, we're expecting a little bit of time loss because I'm not doing 1 for 4 stats on a lot of these fights. And that is absolutely fine. We're going to lose a little bit of time of the lot of time that we gained. I'd be a little bit more willing to risk if this was a better Starmie. Which sounds really weird, but the reason I'm not willing to risk is because this Starmie's X special is just so very bad. What I'm worried about is not getting a kill and then getting killed by, like, Kangaskhan's Khan's bite afterwards. If we had really good speed and really good X special, I would probably be willing to try it. Like, from what I can tell, we got a bulky Starmie. It's just, its damage is subpar. Okay, no hypnosis, thank you. No hypnosis, thank you. Appreciate it, Nelson. You're being a bro today. That's really what I was worried about, was that hypnosis. So we might have just gained time because of no hypnosis. Not enough to offset Naomi, unfortunately, but... Again, Naomi was kind of bad because I didn't have the support trainer out, so we had to watch 2 throwing animations instead of 1. Need to remember, get Jenny on the way back. A little help from a beautiful police officer, you know. Okay, cool. Blind trainers are still blind. I'm gonna be very upset the day that she gets her glasses back. What's up, buddy? Okay, so unfortunately, this is still a Hydro Pump. I wish we had a better option. I really do. Just so you don't have the chance of missing that. Okay, looks like we're not going to need to heal prior to Dawson, so awesome. I think that was, what, a 130 on special attack? Still lower than I really need it to be, so I think we're still going to take safe strats. I swear that animation's faster the closer you get to it. Okay. So at this point, it's pretty much all over but the crying. There's a lot of crits that could kill me here, but other than that, we're looking pretty solid. And again, we're gonna be playing pretty safe strats with this Starmie, so I'm not incredibly worried about those crits. Okay, Eevee, I appreciate you going Super Saiyan for the remainder of this area. It is time for you to just watch the remainder of the run. Everybody say goodbye to world record. Just watch as it passes. One day, man. One day we're gonna get close. I'm gonna have to go and study the world record video again. See if I can figure out a way to do it side by side with this. That way I can just kind of figure out where can I go faster. Part of it's absolutely catching, but but I feel as if my catching has been pretty okay, so I don't know. Getting the side eye from that Lapras, and I don't appreciate it. Okay, so as I said, we're going to go for 3x specials, and I'm just going to say no to the range. I think this is going to be... I think I'm bulky enough that I'm not going to have to worry about healing prior to Bruno. And we have to full heal after Bruno anyway, so it's not as if, like, I'm adding any time. And also doing 3x specials means I can use Scald on Jinx instead of Hydro Pump, so we don't have to worry about this. I have no idea how I just golded Lorelei, but cool. I have no idea where that gold came from just now. I must have just been menuing faster or something. Don't know if we're going to gold Bruno. Golding Bruno has seemed to be really hard as of late. Because there's not really much that we do. We just run straight to him, X attack, and that's about, or X special, and that's about it. So I don't know what we're going to be able to do to gold him in the future. What do we got? 133, yeah, it's still a range on that Dragonite. And I think with this kind of PB that we're on, I would probably rather safety strats it. So I think the reason why we lost a little bit of time with Bruno is that I just need to figure out a better way to maneuver around Lorelei, which is something I have to figure out. Okay. So Power of Love would be awesome in 2 turns. So after my setup, but before I have to heal it. Where? Cool. Okay, this is where I'd love to get a Power of Love, right now. Excellent. Okay, neat. That's going to save a little bit of time on Agatha. Because I didn't have to heal. So we are, like, super stupid fast. So I don't think anything's going to outspeed me. And I think, I mean, Golbat has Quick Attack, but I don't think it can do enough damage to take me out. That Power of Love was just so good. I'm so happy it happened exactly the turn I wanted it to. And that's going to be a gold on Agatha. Because of that Power of Love. Thank you so much, Starmie. Starmie, I love you. I love you too, buddy. I have to save this Starmie. Okay, so how I'm going to handle this particular fight is going to depend entirely on what this Seadra does. Because we're going to X Special, X Speed, and then we're going to do 3 X Special attacks. Sorry, X Special Defense, then X Speed, then 3 X Special attacks. So it's going to depend entirely on what this Seadra does. If this Seadra just does Hyper Beam all day long and it's just doing a crap ton of damage to me, then I'm going to want to heal before I kill the Seadra. Okay, that actually might make it so I don't have to heal in this fight. You know what? I think I might just heal anyways. I'm saving almost 8 minutes. I would rather safety strats this. I don't want to risk losing this PB over something stupid like a crit. Especially, again, because we have a range. It's not a tremendous range. It might be like a 75%... Oh. It might be a 75% range, but it's still a range. So we're going to lose a couple of seconds on this particular Lance. Because heal, I did the weird thing again where I looked at that too. $135 at the end of the day. That 135 got it just shy of being, like, perfect. Okay, we lost 7 seconds. I'm fine with that. And that 7 seconds is almost entirely that heal. Very okay with this. So, we are down to the Pidgeot. I'm mixing it. What looks like a hole in the wall that Lance isn't paying for? I feel like I missed something. Okay, so if needed, I'm gonna heal during and or after setup to make sure we get this fight. Because I really do not want to screw around here. This is still dangerous. Okay, there's X special. That miss was excellent. That miss was amazing. Okay, I'm gonna have to heal. Please don't crit me. Okay, that's fine. Here comes the quick attack. Yep. Okay. That's it. We did it. Final time of about 3:18. Because I outspeed like hell any other Pokemon he could throw out. I just gotta remember to Thunderbolt this logo. This excellent Starmie. You know what? Like, you know, I've been ragging on this Starmie for its special attack. It still was not that bad. You know? Like, I just had to compensate a little bit and use some slightly different strats. We probably still could have saved time on Lance if I didn't go safe. I just didn't want to deal with the range. Now the question, oh my god, we're officially out of Psychics. I just noticed that. I don't know if that's normal, but we're officially out of Psychics. Lost officially a second on that. Okay, let's mash like hell. It might be routed that way. On purpose. It's not something I normally notice, but I was looking there this time as I was changing over to Thunderbolt. And that 1.4 seconds we just lost on that split is entirely the heal that I did. Me and my Pokemon cannot be the same. I'm not sure what you're talking about. $317.55. Hell damn yes. I have a character. Oh, it's not that it can't be the same. It's I wasn't mashing hard enough for the character name. You have to, so when you're putting in that input, I have to mash this is the plus. No, sorry, minus. I have to mash minus, and I have to mash A back to back. And depending on how tired my fingers are at the time, hey, cool, 22nd place. Depending on how fast or how much my fingers hurt and how many attempts I've made, sometimes I might mash a little bit harder on like on A than I do on start, which means that I'm gonna get 11 or 1-on-1 or something like that. About a minute and a half behind Keys. Keys is also a lot better at catching than I am. If you actually go watch like Keys's like the catch 'em all obtainables that he did like last night, he gets excellent pretty much every time. He is a lot better at that than I am. And a lot of my time saves from here on out is going to be entirely on catching. All right. Oh, and thank you for the congratulations, Jack. Appreciate it. Yep, you woke up just in time for the PB. We're going to do the usual thing. We're going to go check stats because that Eevee's attack was god-awful, and I'm curious just how bad this Starmie special attack was. A lot of my saves on decision-making? Maybe. I'm glad to have you here, Jack. I think a lot of the save is on just the decisions to just keep moving. Like that, and that's something that, that, like, I talked to Etchy about, and I talked to Jay about, and both of them are like, just keep moving. Like, don't stop, don't turn around, don't refresh rooms, just go. And the only thing that we kind of lost by doing that was, excuse you. The only thing we lost by doing that was the Zubat, and the Zubat wasn't that bad. Actually picking up the Pidgey on Route 6, which I don't think I've ever done before, was actually important. I never thought of it. I didn't realize that Pidgey on Route 6 is one level off of evolution. So it takes a lot of insecurity out of late run catching. Our actual catch route was actually decent. Everything was exactly where I wanted it to be for the most part, again, barring Zubat. So there's a lot of stuff that ended up happening that was also very good. My catching has continued to get better over time. And then also, like, being able to kind of get, you know, get a lot more good catches. So, you know, having my average catch be greats first balls means I get a lot more experience. Means I have to be less worried about excellence, and I also have to be less worried about glowies. All of that adds up in a big way to save time. I'm getting a lot more familiar with, like, the timing on stuff like menuing, how much lag there is in moving around during my menus. All of that helps too. But I think it's... I wish you guys could see her. She's just licking all over my hands. She just wants so much attention. Can you give me less than 10 minutes? Less than 10. Less than 10. Please? Less than 10. And then I'm giving you... And then I'll stop the stream in less than 10. No, the Eevee sucked a lot. To be specific, the Eevee's special attack was good. The actual attack was bad. I think its defense might have been okay, and its HP was probably okay. We'll know in a second. I'm actually going to go look. She also... She wants to go out. I wish you could see the look on her face. She is super happy puppy right now. She has, like, mouth open, panting, happy. Yeah, but that Eevee did suck a fair amount. But yeah, catching's gonna be the big thing. If you, again, go watch, you know... Oh, thank you, Wonder Girl. You did, and I was talking about something and I missed it. Thank you so much for the cheer. I did see it. Thank you a lot. I very much appreciate it. So, yeah, if you go watch, like, Etiquette's World Record, if you watch Keys and his catching, you know, their catching is really good. Like really, really good. They get, like, first ball, and typically they get it within 1 or 2 rings, whereas I'm usually waiting 3 or 4. And then sometimes I don't get first ball catches, and I get breakouts, which they don't really get. That saves a lot of time. So I need to stick to my rule in general of not throwing until they stop, or until they attack for the first time, because that has helped save a lot of time. Can you, hi. Hello. Hi. How's your day going? I see that you wish to be the star of the show again. Hi. There's Snorlax. Oh my god, have I not given you enough attention? This is probably going to be my PB for a while. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is... This is probably the last run of this I'm going to do prior to Sword and Shield. Tomorrow, probably going to end up taking off, spending time with Twin. You know, doing some Final Fantasy stuff. And then I'm also going to spend some time tonight and tomorrow watching the world record and getting some ideas. Why do I remove members from my party? A couple of reasons. Swapping members out to get them to evolve is a major part of it. But also, like Wonder Girl said, time save. If they don't level up, I don't have a level up animation for them, or level up, like, dialogue boxes that I have to wait for. And then, like Wonder Girl said, they aren't listed at the end. You know, they're not added to that world record box. So that adds up a lot, actually, if you ever go look. It's like 2 or 3 seconds per... Actually, a lot more than that, probably. I never looked. Okay, speaking of looking... God, you know I'm almost done, right? You know. You know. Oh my god. That's god-awful. That's just bad. Nothing above a 70. Keep in mind, I am level 29. So that has a lot to do with it. I think on like my last PB, I think I was level 31. So that that is a huge contributor here. But yeah, no stats. What's unusual? So a decent stat at this level, at level 29, would be about 70 for me. So like 70 speed. Our attack was 60, and our special attack was 57. So our actual like damaging stats were really low. I think my HP was okay, my defenses were good, my speed was pretty okay. But my actual damage was just really not good. So this caused a problem, especially in the early run, where I was having a lot of fights that was taking me more turns than I really would have wanted them to. And it happened a little bit towards the end of the run, too. Very much early run, though, losing some time to, you know, having to maybe heal 1 or 2 times more than I necessarily would have, and then not killing things in the amount of turns I really would have liked. Eevee doesn't have much trouble in that point. Okay, you can see just how happy this dog is. You see this? So happy. Okay, let's check the Starmie. Yup. That's about what I expected it to be. Oh my god. This is your world record star, or no, well, not world. This is your PB Starmie. This crap. It's good enough. It's oh. Rose. I can't even see the screen now. You're just in the way. You're just 100% in the way. Can you give me, like, I asked for 10 minutes. I asked for, come on. Come on. So yeah, good speed. The defense probably helped some places, but I don't need that attack stat. If you could just take this graph and flip it for me, then I would have been fine. The one good thing is that defense definitely helped me against the Pidgeot. If the defense had been, like, good, I probably would have had a harder time against that Pidgeot. But yeah, that Starmie is not good. Speed is good, but I only need so much speed. So the only time I really care about that speed, I need speed to be over, I forget what the number is. There's a certain number I need speed to be over. I want speed to be over, like, 125 or 130. But the only time I really care about speed is going to be 140. And I need speed to be over 140, and I need it to be over 140 at Victory Road Rival. And if you look at the speed that we actually had, I was at 156. So, I was definitely over, and Victory Road Rival is at about level 51. So, I only gained, like, at max, maybe 9 speed. Excuse you. You're being very rude. I only gained, like, 9 speed since then. So, speed was bleh. I don't really need the speed as much. The special attack was really low. So, as an example, what would have been the time? It's a very good question. Not necessarily that much faster. I may have saved 30 seconds to a minute with an okay Eevee and a better special attack. The reason why that difference is so low is that the differences would have been less safety strats for the Starmie, and on the Eevee, it would have saved just turns. That's all it would have saved, is just a couple less turns throughout the course of Eevee's fights. Not slowest Eevee, like weak Eevee. But yeah, 22nd. I can live with 22nd.